So as many of you know, we got hit in Nashville by a tornado in March of 2020. This is our home before that happened. It's been a whirlwind of a year for sure. We decided after we were finished remodeling the exterior of our home, we'd sod the front yard and do some other landscaping projects. So here's what we did. I started by renting a tractor from our local Home Depot to help break up the ground, get rid of some old stumps and roots that we had, and scrape the grass off the yard. We really wanted to prepare the yard as much as possible for the new sod so that it would take and root really well and grow healthy. I also got a big tiller and tilled the dirt. We flattened the yard out really well. My wife and the little ones, they loved helping out. This was a great family project for sure. We had a huge delivery of Holy Cow topsoil delivered. It was way more than I expected, so we had our hands full. Spent a lot of time spreading it all around. But in the end, it was nice to have all of it, and we had fun dancing on the mound. It was great for leveling the yard. We built some new flower beds with the leftover. And honestly, it would have been great to have the tractor because I had to shovel all of this by hand. But you know, no pain, no gain. So this for sure was a big project, and it was well worth it. My wife enjoyed building her some new flower beds. We also put in some raised beds around the front of the house. They turned out really good. I owe this to my wife as well because she's the one with the ideas. She sees something, shows it to me, and I try to make it happen. We also tore out our old stepping stone walkway and made a new one that was wider and more level and much better prepped than the one that I previously had put in the day of my son's first birthday party. So, you know, it was a quick job, so it was nice to redo that sidewalk and make it way nicer. A lot of tamping, a lot of leveling to get it as perfect as possible. The paver sand is really ideal for this because once you put it down and pack it in place, it holds much more solid than just regular sand. It's kind of bigger grains of gravel than normal sand, but it's still small enough to really be able to dial it in. So if you're doing a paver sidewalk, this paver sand is really the way to go. I mean, we used regular sand and dirt in the base, and then I used this as I was laying the stones. All said and done, I mean, this whole project was probably about a 2-week deal. We did the sidewalk, we did the raised beds, we did the yard, the tilling, the spreading the dirt, the raking. And then of course we laid the sod. Now for the sod, I did decide to hire a crew to come install that for us. It came from a recommendation actually of the person who did our siding. So here's the conditions before the sod was planned to go in, and then the day it was delivered, they came in and installed it that same day. So it was good and fresh, straight from the farm. In Nashville, A&W Sod Farm. If you need sod, call those guys. The grass was superb and it really took hold. I watered it regularly, 3 times a day for 2 straight weeks, and I couldn't wait to cut it. So it's finally time to mow, and I got a new mower I got a Honda with a bagger on it, which did a great job. First time I used it, I bagged it, and it really made the lawn look. Now this is before I cut it. You're gonna see here, it was about 5 inches tall. But once I cut it with that mower, there wasn't a grass blade, on the ground at all. It picked up all the clippings, and it really made the yard look well manicured and super nice. We got a ton of compliments on our yard after we finished this. We really loved this yard. I mean, it was super nice to walk on, to play on, but you know what? It's time for the next chapter of our lives, so stay tuned. We've got a huge update on what's happening. It's really big. Subscribe. We'll have some videos coming up here very soon.